The Goldie Factor, Part 2. You recognize this place, Goldie? No, I guess you wouldn't. You were just an egg when they took you, But I do, even though it's been a long, long time. Over there was the main thoroughfare, the shops, the palaces, the temple of the gods. It was the first city, or rather, the first dream of what a city could be. Oh, they were proud and ambitious. They've been that way since, but never as they were then. And now it's just a forgotten wasteland. It always comes to this, Goldie, just as Cain always kills Abel. And all because I took a dive. But no much longer. You're going to give me, them, all of us, a second chance. Are you excited, Goldie? Excited like I am? Goldie? Goldie, look at me. Goldie, I know you're tired. I know you're scared, but we must do this. You understand that, don't you? You trust me, don't you? We're so close. Just over those hills is a tributary of the Gihon. A short ways west, if the manuscript is right, we'll find both our homes. Goldie, stop thinking about him. I'm sure he's not thinking about you. Do you think he ever left you like you do him? Like I do? You're where you belong now, Goldie. Here, with me, in this place. Goldie, look at me, Goldie. I've been waiting for you 6,000 years. I'm the only friend you have, the only friend you've ever had. I'm loving you, Goldie. Can you feel it? Enveloping you, making you warm and secure as if you were back with your mother in the nest you never knew. Are you loving me? And throw that thing away. Good, good girl. Leave that silly basket as well. There's nothing in there you'll need anymore. The new world is just a short walk away. The servant? You mean the one who... Yes, at least I think he's your most likely suspect. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that the dreaming isn't exactly crowded with limbless men. But he's not exactly obscure, is he? Wouldn't Lucian have known him? Maybe not. He can conceal his identity by manipulating the perceptions of others. He's cursed, Cain, as you are, but without your protection. Still, his ruses largely depend on the fact that no one's looking for him to begin with. If you were, he probably wouldn't be hard to find. But why would he be interested in gold gargoyles? That you'd have to ask him. But I really wouldn't bother. He's the original pathological liar. I'd still like to give him a try. We couldn't be worse off than we are now. I wouldn't assume that, Cain. If he finds out Goldie is lost, he could pose a serious danger to her. I wouldn't be surprised if he already does. Well, very well, Eve. We'll henceforth consider ourselves warned, and promise we'll follow this lead only until a less risky one comes along. Now, can you tell us where to find him? I've heard he regularly spends time at the Labyrinth Grill in the Dreaming Village. Apparently he amuses himself by tempting dreamers with things forbidden them in their waking life. You might check for him there. That would be a good place to start. I could get a hamburger. Oh no, you're not starting in on the hamburgers. By the time you're done stuffing your ground meat into your capricious maw, Goldie will be light years away from here. Don't worry, Cain. I could get to go. Cain, Abel, please, you must be careful. He may only be a shadow of what he was, but still, if there's any way he can hurt you, he will. For no other reason but a spite of it, and with no thought for whether or not he hurts himself. Man with no arms or legs. Yeah, we got a guy like that hanging around here. Hey, you want ketchup and mustard with those, right? Yeah. We make a good burger now. Everyone come for that. That and the ambrosia omelette. You tried the omelette? Uh-huh. Good, huh? Hey, you want more coffee? I assure you, my brother isn't shy about extolling the murders of your burgers wherever he goes. Now, would you please finish telling us about this man? Like I told you, he's here all the time. So, where is he now? Now he's not here. In fact, I don't think I've seen him since yesterday. I asked the waitress, okay? Look, you sure you got no time to eat? And the time you've been here already, you could have had a bowl of soup at least. Alright. Be hungry then. Hey, Nika, you seen that little regular with no arms or legs? You mean Tempter? Listen, if I do see his cheap ass in here again, I'll personally kick it out the door. Hey, watch the language. I don't like that on the floor. I'm sorry, Gus, but yesterday he stiffed me again. In the century or so he's been coming here, I don't think he's tipped me once. Oh, come on, Anika, all he ever asks is coffee. Not yesterday. Yesterday he sits in the booth for hours with a shiny little gargoyle. They both have a dinner special, coffee and dessert, and he leaves me exact change. No, wait. It was 5 cents short. Alright, so he's a bastard. Still, he's a customer, and you gotta excuse me. Did you say he was with a gold gargoyle? Yeah, that's right, a cute little thing carrying a basket. They sat there for about 3 hours, happy as can be, and then they stiffed me. They live together? Yeah, I think so. Where were they going? Did you have any idea? No way, mister. The less I know about Tempter, the better. And here all the time doing some kind of weird business with the customers. It gives me the creeps, you know. Plus it's ugly as a troll's rear end. Great piles of rotten werewolf eyes. Cody's been kidnapped by the very architect of our original sin. Well, this is a fine pickle. What are we going to do? We don't even know which door they went out of. Gregory could find it. Oh, yes, Gregory. And what do you suppose he'll do? You sad reject from a dog food factory? Just drag Goldie across a dreaming like some B-movie prison warden split? Say, you might have something there. Gregory's got a nose that any home would pay dearly to own. But there's still a slight hitch. What if anything was Goldie's scent? Well, what about the place she was sitting? Look, yes, Einstein. But there's probably even dozens of different behinds in that seat since she left. Wait a second, you guys. I just remembered that little thing wasn't sitting right on the booth seat. I don't think anything's said in it since her. We haven't had much small traffic lately. Just some pixies this morning, but they're all set in sugar packets. Come on, Fatso. Here's on to something. Hey, wait a minute. Damn it, doesn't anyone tip anymore? Get a move on, Meat Muffin. Let's not lose this gargoyle as well. Hey, he's going as a dream exchange. You're not the only one with our stupid, come on. Gosh, look at this. What a madhouse. I've seen pictures of it, but I've never actually been here. What exactly are they doing? Buying, selling, and trading shares of the big dream, stupid. That's what the dream exchange is for. I never could understand how it all works. It's not that difficult. Say I wanted to share in, God forbid, the dream of world peace. This is where it get it, see? I guess I don't see Goldie, though. Nor do I. And Gregory's just sitting there like yesterday's dinner. What's the problem, Gregory? You having sinus trouble? Kane, Goldie wanted something better than what she had. Maybe she's gotten into one of those kinds of dreams. Right, Suitloaf? I suppose she and Sir Thomas More are having tea on some better veranda in Utopia, right? Of course! Well, he's an idealistic sort. All we've got to do is find out which ideal is hers. Come along, Riverboat. Let's do some trading. Better tomorrow through technology at 22 and a third. I'll take 3. How about it, Gregory? Spagoli anywhere? You can't smell anything in this place. It's too damn sterile. I don't think Goldie would like it here. Then let's take these shares and trade them for something more likely before we get run over by a hovercraft. Well, she's not in the workers' paradise. Or in Ectopia. Or in Norman Rockwell's America. I've had it with these pie-in-the-sky collectors' delusions of the good life. But Goldie might like them. If she was there, we would have seen her. There's nowhere to hide in these bargain basement paradises. Think for a moment, or as close to it as you can. Let's say Tempter's calling the shots here, and he doesn't want to be found. He's going to want a wild place where things aren't obvious, and there aren't a lot of rules. You mean? That's right, Pudgy. The negotiation of all this pat nonsense. But Kane, quiet. I want 3 shares of nihilism here. No, what? How should I know? Why did I have to figure out everything? Oh, stop blithering whatever little mental energy you have handy out to go towards trying to figure out where we are. We're nowhere. There's nothing here, remember? At least not now. It could change. No doubt for the worse. How about you, Gregory? Have any idea where we go from here? That figures. Well, wherever this is, it's hot. Look, Kane, what are those? Looks like a grove of trees. Maybe it's an oasis of some sort. Kane, those aren't trees, they're feet. I can see that, Mutton Face. To be sure, but we can still sit under them for a few minutes while we figure out what to do next. What's with Gregory? Maybe something's wrong. And a bit too much sun, most likely. Come along, big fella, let's sit in the shade. The only thing's wrong is that we're frying like a couple of eggs when there's a shady spot right in front of us. There. This is a little better, isn't it? I guess so. What a day. I'm frazzled. A brief siesta wouldn't be at all unwelcome. After all, who knows when we'll come across another resting place of this quality. Half an hour more or less won't hurt anything, eh, Abel? Abel? Abel, what the? Let him go, blast you! No one hurts my brother but me! Holy Minerva! Good day, mates. Sorry to break up your little wrestling match, but business is business, and I get a schedule to keep. Jupiter's corns, what's going on here? Who are you, and what are these monstrosities? They call me Unipod, and these here, of course, are Unipods. Not from Terra Incognita, are you, mate? Of course, seeing as you was thinking to catch some wings on the Unipod food that goes without saying. Terra Incognita. That's a place on the old maps. That's right, mate. Here be monsters and all. That's just ignorance, of course. Ain't no more monsters here than anywhere else. Not that a Unipod ain't an ugly bugger. Good eating, though, if I don't eat you first. Bless my boots. You plan to eat those things? Not the whole thing, mate. Just the feet. That's the tender part, and not this lot. These are for ship's captain down on the beach. All right, man. Throw those things to the dinghy and let's be gone. Bah, the fool-looking things, I admit. But what can we do? We can't go as far except in our dreams, and then only in a good-forsaken place people haven't dreamt about in 500 years. Excluding, of course, such rare exceptions as yourselves. But not to distress you, gentlemen, but usually when you find yourselves lost out here, it means you spent our waking hours in the loony house. We're not dreaming. Ah, it's the loony house for sure. We're not dreamers, blast it. We live ourselves. We're going looking for something and we've got a bit of track. A baby golden gargoyle to be precise. It's in company of a limbless man. Have you seen it? A limbless man? Would he be one chance called himself Tempto? Yes. Then have you seen them? Well, now that you mention it, I have seen what you're looking for. Just a short time ago, they shipped out west from here, a route I know well. If you want, I can take you that way. All I'd ask in return is a couple games of chess. Cocaine, do you think he's really seeing a Goldie? He must have, Greaseball. He's identified Tempter, hasn't he? Anyhow, what's the alternative? Sitting here till some medieval map ornament eats us? I wouldn't even mind a few rounds of chess. Goodness knows I can play it with you. All right, Captain, you've got yourself a deal. I warn you, though, I'm not exactly inexperienced in the noble art of crushing chess opponents. No quarter asked, no quarter given. I wouldn't have it any other way. And what did you say was the name of your ship again? They call it the Dutchman, the Flying Dutchman. Checkmate. Drat. Ach, don't feel bad. You're improving. You lasted almost 5 minutes this time. Come on, set him up again. I told you this was the last time. I'm not playing anymore. Oh, come on, I'll give you the advantage this time. I won't use my queen. Do you think I plan to sit around on this leaky tub and play chess with you till the end of time? Why not? I know I like your spirit. If you keep improving, in the 100 years or so, we'll be able to really play. I can spare 100 years or even 100 more minutes. What's really going on here, Captain? I'm beginning to think you lie to us. Well, maybe I stretched things a little when I said I'd seen your gargoyle. I have seen Tempto, though, about 75 years ago. He was stowing away on the Lusitania. I don't know what you want with that guy. He isn't any good. He isn't any good? And what are you, you polder-brained Dutch abortion? You have no intention of taking us where we want to go, even if you know where it is. Well, I suppose you have a point. But put yourself in my position. How would you like to be condemned to sail Sicily till Judgment Day with no company but a crew of ignorant ex-criminals? They can't even read, let alone play chess, and any way they hate me. I have no intention of being in your possession. I want off, do you hear? They're meant to be taken ashore immediately. Sorry, but shore is out of the question. The best I can do is dinghy and enough water for 2 days. I might just take you up on that, you godforsaken crustacean of the soul of a wooden shoe. 16 men on the dead man's chest, yo-ho, and hello, Kane. Shut up, you ambulant catastrophe. Haven't you caused enough trouble? What did I do? You convinced me to let that devil of a captain take us a prisoner aboard this floating nightmare. But Kane, we're not prisoners. He's taking us to find Goldie. And my left big toe is the king of Spain. Blasted, he hasn't the slightest intention of doing anything, save perhaps beat me at chess till the end coming. Kane coming. The ship's condemned to sail forever, and so are we if we don't find a way to get off.
Kane, it'll be alright. I was worried too, but I've talked to the captain, and he seems like a very nice fellow. In fact, I was just on my way to his cabin. He told me to teach me to play chess.
Idiot!
Oh no.
Gregory, Abel's fallen overboard. You've got to fetch him or we'll lose him for good. I said fetch Abel, not... 2,006,354 bottles of beer on the wall. Abel! There you are. Where's this place and what are you doing here?
Oh, is Abel? You a friend of yours?
Just as a friend to brother. Greetings, Kit.
Greetings, Kane. Greetings, Kane. Welcome to Davy Jones' locker, the place where everyone drowned at sea eventually goes. Sit down if you want. Every corpse has a tale to tell, and all the beer is free.
Looks jolly, but it's time to say goodbye and come along. We're not going to find Goldie in an underwater tavern full of dead people.
Don't be so sure, look. This is Goldie's. She took it from the house.
What? Where'd you get that? It came floating down from off a beach not far from here. It looked to me as if someone had thrown it. Well, that's the more reason to leave. Sorry, old man, but no can do. I'm still dead.
Dead? You drowned me. We have to wait till I'm alive again.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? Where's your stutter? Why are you behaving so differently?
Oh, of course. You've never been with me when I was dead. Well, it is a little different, but don't worry. In good time, everything will be back the way it was. Meanwhile, why don't you join us?
Listen, you wicked hunger flotsam. You're sadly mistaken if you think I'm going to while away the hours by making small talk with a bunch of putrid corpses.
Here, you. I've had about enough of this. That there's Abel, keeper of secrets, and brother or not, life, man. If you don't respect him, you'll answer to me. No, Kane doesn't want any trouble. And me. Look, maybe you and Gregory ought to go wait over there, out of the way. I've got a lot of friends here, and they don't understand how it is with us. 3,006,572 bottles of beer on the wall.
I had another dream. Oh, yeah? I'm good at interpreting dreams. Did you see water or trains going in the tunnels?
No, I saw Eden, as it was in the beginning. It was like it was real, not a memory. I'm not sure I have memories of Eden. I'm not sure I was ever actually there. It was beautiful, though, and he was in it again.
Who?
The snake. He was different this time. He had his arms and legs again, like he did in the garden. He was beautiful. Forgotten how beautiful he was. I wanted to join him.
Do you want to still?
No, it's some kind of trick, I know. It's always is with him. But why is this coming now, Matthew? What's going on? Kane!
Ava, you're back, and you're your old self again.
For what? Want some coffee?
What happened? Last thing I remember is 4 million bottles of beer.
You fell asleep, Kane. I had to leave when I stopped being dead, so Gregory took us here.
Where is he, may I ask?
I don't know. but it doesn't look like anyone's been here for a while.
You mean you don't even know where this desolate boneyard you've brought us to is?
No. But it's where Goldie's picture got thrown from.
And who told you that? Some bloated fish-eating cadaver? Shut up, Abel. This time you must have set some sort of record for witless idiocy. And of course it's left to me to figure it out what to do. We'll need a shelter first of all. We could be here for centuries. Oh, damn it, stop gibbering. I'm trying to... What's this? Goldie's basket. So she is here. Why didn't you tell me you'd found it?
I was Gregory. We were just waiting for you to wake up.
Well, toast me, butter me, and serve me with jam. And he's already found her scent again, too. Do just stand there, let's go.
These ruins go a long way.
Indeed. You know, it's strange, but I have a funny feeling about this place. The style of these carvings, those mountains, I know them. I've been here before. But how? When? Doesn't seem possible. This feeling grows more powerful the farther we go.
Look.
Bless my beard. I can't believe it. But there it is. That's me.